Hi everyone! Just walking back from shooting some flute videos. As you can see, my flute bundle on my back there. And Vera is rampaging around. Vera! There she is in the background. I have a really nice spot to shoot flute videos in those woods back there. Lucky to live somewhere where there's beautiful woods to go wander around in. It's really cold out today, and I thought it would be cool to talk about how to take your flute outside and play it while it's cold without it watering up. I don't know if you have noticed, but when you play your flute in really cold weather, it waters up faster. Same reason that your windows fog up when it's really cold. Condensation happens because your breath is hot or warm and your flute is cold on the inside. Actually on the outside too. So there's a couple different ways that you can deal with your flute watering out quickly in cold temperatures. And all of them are basically ways of kind of bringing your flute to a similar temperature to your breath. So one that I really like and I recommend is to tuck if you imagine the slow air chamber is right up by the area that you blow into, and that's the area you really want to warm up. The rest of the flute doesn't matter so much. So if you tuck the mouth end of your flute, like the whole front, or the whole, like where the block sits and everything, up to the mouth end into your armpit for like 5 minutes maybe, or less depending on how hot your armpits are. I know it sounds a little gross, and hopefully like you wear deodorant, but like, hey, it's your flute, so it doesn't really matter, right? This helps to warm that part of your flute up. So basically just the blowhole and the slow air chamber, which is right up by the mouth end of the flute, that helps warm it up to closer to the temperature of your breath. And so that'll really help you play your flute in cold temperatures. If you're playing in like super, super cold, like, I don't know who wants to be outside when it's, minus something outside, but if you're in sub-freezing conditions, it may be really hard to like play your flute for very long at all, because you're really gonna struggle to warm your flute. Like, it's gonna cool down super quickly after you warm it up, but tucking it in your armpit can really help. And just remember that when you do play your flute outside and you're building up more condensation in the flute because the temperature of the flute and the temperature of your breath are so different, it's really extra important that when you're finished playing, you pull your block off and dry off the bottom of the block, dry off the deck of the flute, and shake moisture out of your flute. I really recommend to people to leave your block off, and let your flute dry out all the way. Like, if you're done playing for the day, you can leave it off overnight. I think that's just really good flute maintenance. I don't like the idea of, even though the flutes are sealed against moisture, I don't like the idea of the moisture sitting, because that's how like bacteria grows, and we don't really want bacteria in our flutes, because that's gross. Let's see. Other things to avoid are drinking hot beverages before playing your flute. So don't drink your nice warm tea or your nice warm coffee right before you play your flute, because it makes your breath much warmer, and your flute is naturally going to be colder than your body temperature already, so that'll make your flute water up a lot quicker. But yeah, our flutes are sealed inside, so they're not really too susceptible to damage from moisture, but it can be really annoying when you're playing your flute and it waters out really quickly. And just following a couple simple tips, like just warming your flute up, or put it inside your jacket or put it under your arm before you play, can really, really extend the amount of time that you're able to play your flute before it waters out. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Thank you for taking this walk with me. Have a good day.